Audi or Audi? I'm not sure. I just say Audi. What do I say, actually? What is the world? Okay, guys, welcome to the second day of CES recap here at Rickety's Productions. Sorry about the eye. It is my contacts mess up, but let's get into it. Just ignore that. Okay, so the LG G Watch 2 is what's making headlines today. Audi was showing off an auto driving feature, and they had an LG G Watch R2. It was kind of weird looking. I should have a picture here on the side, right around here. And it's got three little dials on it. I don't understand what those are for. Not sure whether those are home buttons, three home buttons. Why would I want that? Or we don't even know if this is actually an Android Wear watch, because there are rumors going around saying that this could be a standalone watch, kind of like the Gear S. So that would have to have its own, OS on there. So maybe WebOS on a smartwatch. We have heard about this, but who knows? Although the design does look pretty cool, it's still the same as the G Watch R. And the G Watch R isn't that bad, and it's round. So, it's a little more elegant than the G Watch R. The G Watch R itself is kind of more rugged, but the Watch 2, the R2, sorry, is a little more elegant, or pristine, I guess is the best word for it. Looks a little better, just in general. Competing with like the Moto 360, it looks much nicer. And as well, coming from LG, we have a new Firefox phone. Firefox OS, which is kind of interesting. Haven't heard a lot from the Firefox OS side in a while. It's it's an interesting phone. The way it looks is interesting because it's kind of retro. It's kind of like, ooh, is the 90s. It's see-through, so you can see the battery and all the stuff that's on the exterior. So that's kind of cool. It's hideous though. It's got this yellow tint, and it's just like, why would you decide that color? I mean, it's ugly. Why would you go with an ugly color? Cool design, but an ugly color? I mean, come on, people. A better phone than most Firefox OS phones. Most Firefox OS phones are, really low end and really crappy. So it's nice to see them start to make a better type of device. Next, we have the Moto X Pro. This is interesting because it's basically just a copy of the Nexus 6. Motorola, which is now owned by Lenovo, so this is a move by Lenovo, we know this for sure, is basically just copying the Nexus 6. Exactly the same specs. Everything is the same. It probably just doesn't say Nexus on the back, but it looks exactly the same. It is moving it to China. We obviously know it's Lenovo. Lenovo's China. Kind of interesting to see what Lenovo's doing with the Motorola now that it has it. Kind of pissed me off when I first saw it. I was like, are you kidding me? But it's okay because it's still a sync-stitch device. I don't like big devices, but it does have the Moto Maker, which is pretty cool for those in China. Overall, it kind of pisses me off, but doesn't at the same time because I wouldn't get it. Next is the Kodak phone, which is called the Instamatic 5. Interesting because they didn't have 4, 3, 2, or 1, but it is a Kodak phone, and it's just a license. Some other companies making it. It's not Kodak itself, and we can obviously see this here when we look at the specs. It's got a 720p screen and a MediaTek processor in there, so it's not really that impressive. It's coming out to Europe. It's basically a phone just trying to take money from a company, a name that is known, and it's trying to make money off of that, kind of like the Cat phone that came out a while ago. It's a really simplified UI. It's running Android, obviously, and they said it's going to be updated to Lollipop, which is nice, but it's really simplified UI. It's just got big buttons. It's kind of like Samsung's simplified home screen. As well, it's easy to share, print, and take pictures. It's got a 13 megapixel camera on the back. Overall, it's not that interesting. It's just another company trying to make money off of a company that's big. So, okay, at least take that company and really improve on that camera. I'd be fine with even an Oreo on the back, like the Zenfone is doing. This next one is kind of a joke. As I said in the intro, it's a Sony Android music player. and it's $1,000 plus dollars. This is interesting. It's running 4.2. It's apparently supposed to make the existing library that you have of media files better. It improves it with its own software. I don't know exactly how it does that, but that's what they claim it does. 120 gigs in there already. So plus you can also put an SD card in there. No camera. It does have access to Google Play services, and it's a brick. Like it's really thick. Should have a picture right here of it. It's really thick. It does have the volume buttons and all that on the side, but overall it's not that compelling. It's $1,000, and for a music player, I can go buy like an iPod Shuffle for like less than that, $50, and does the exact same thing. Or I could use, the phone I already have. Why would I buy an extra one just because it improves my music? I mean, whatever. I don't understand the point of it. Also, it's running 4.2, which pisses me off. Like, what? Okay, guys, thanks for tuning in to today's CES recap. We will be back tomorrow giving you the newest information on all this new stuff that's coming out. Make sure to check in the description for all links to learn more about these stories, get more information on them if you want more information on them. There's also other cool links in there that I didn't cover, but they're, not as big, but cool at the same time. You know what I mean? Make sure to like the video if you liked it, and subscribe to see more of our CES coverage and all our awesome, cool videos. Yeah. See you later. Bye, 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 bye.